What's going on, everybody? What is going on? This is a very special after hours edition of the Sunday Night Soul Session brought to you by The Cave Within, which is your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Nice little bit of a balance fusion with the two. And this is, of course, your spiritual exhale to not only close out the week, but also kick off a brand new week to come. I am your guide, like always, Clifton Hope, and this is The Cave Within. Again, your live ambient sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. For those who are listening to this live and in person, let me know in the chat. This is live. If you're listening to this on the replay off Rumble, put in the comments replay, team replay, whatever you do. And yeah, let's get ready to go on a nice little adventure today because, again, for those who are listening to this broadcast and are regular listeners to the broadcast, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It's good to have you here, like always. Whether or not. And for those who are listening for the very first time, I want to let you know that this broadcast is your spiritual exhale. It's a place to let the week settle, let the noise quiet down, and reconnect with something deeper than the things you've been living at, right? This is for the restless souls, the night healers, the deep healers, and those simply returning to themselves. And like I mentioned in the intro, this is a live digital sanctuary for people who want to unwind at night just in case y'all are having trouble sleeping, or if you're going to do late night studying, focus, or fall back asleep if you're still having trouble falling asleep, or if you just want to feel spiritually and creatively recentered, right? So on this after hours edition, Sunday night soul session, Cave Within, we're going to be diving into some divine wisdom, y'all. The Sophia archetype. Sophia, because we'll just get right into it, y'all. Wisdom not as information. Wisdom is not information alone, but it's a presence, right? It's like discernment, holy intelligence, and that quiet voice that you hear beneath the noise, right? That deeper knowing that doesn't really shout, but it still remains. So again, if you need rest, reflection, a little after hours prayer, gratitude, softness, or just a moment to feel held by something bigger than the week that you overall had, or that is you're in the right place here, courtesy of the cave within. Like always, if this experience supports your peace in the after hours, hit that subscribe button, kicks.com/Mr. Miraculous 44 at Mr. Miraculous 44, of course. So, like always, let's just get right into it. We're going to ground ourselves, going to tune into nature's energy drink, the power of the breath, superhero of self care, I like to call it. As we take a nice inhale together, y'all. Inhale through the nose for about 3 to 5 seconds. Hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And slowly exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. And just take that breath in nice and slow. Again, just inhale through the nose, holding our breath for about 3 to 5 seconds, and slowly exhaling through our nose or through our mouth again for about 3 to 5 seconds or so, letting our shoulders drop, relaxing our jaw, softening our hands, letting go of any tension, stress, or aggression that you may be feeling throughout the course of the night. And of course, just quietly say to yourself between each inhale and each exhale, as we breathe in and breathe out at a calm, cool, collective pace, just remind yourself, like always, that you are here. Slow down and pick yourself up with wisdom, and that you necessarily don't need to force clarity in this after hours. That's for sure. Because we're not chasing answers here. We're just going to create enough silence for truth to rise. That's the most important thing to get out of this. Because Sophia, divine wisdom herself, is not burning. Hello, Sophia. It's not chaotic, panicked. It more, but let's just say Sophia likes to wait, listen, and reveal some things, for instance. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. And we're going to dive right into it on this special after hours edition Sunday night soul session of the Cave Within. We're diving into it with the first poem of the night, and it's simply called Sophia. By Sophia. She does not arrive with sirens. She does not kick the door within with spectacle. Wisdom comes quieter than that, like a lamp lit after the room is empty, like a river that never begged to be seen, yet outlasted the stone. She speaks in ways the rushing mind almost misses, pauses and restraints in holy ache that asks you to listen deeper than your first beat. See, Sophia does not compete with noise. She waits for the soul to become still enough to recognize her. Hi, Sophia. That is the poem right there for y'all. Sophia, the architect of wisdom, for those who are wondering what Sophia is. And again, you can make the argument, look at it, see, this is what the Bible left out as far as the story when it comes to Yeshua and the power of the Christ and everything. See, to put it in simpler terms, let's just say Sophia played a major part in the creation of everything within existence. The original true divine light, the invisible force, the original source of consciousness, we would know as the Most High God, or in the Gnostic text, it would be the monad. It's the same thing. You can't argue about the name, but you can't deny its existence. Let's just say so archetype of wisdom got curious and decided to try to create something on her own. Long story short, she didn't like the way it turned out, try to conceal it from all the other aeons and monad and everything, concealed what they call the demiurge, which is pretty much a powerful being, yes, but very limited in consciousness and lacks that divine spark kind of thing. And that's quote unquote the God that is painted in the picture of the Old Testament of the Bible, as far as I am God, and there is no other God besides me, which is true to a certain degree, but not the whole entire truth. And then that's where, of course, Sophia comes into the picture, trying to contact the demiurge and say, no, no, you're not the only one here. Demiurge hears it, but can't comprehend what's going on. And then that's pretty much what tells the whole entire story of the Bible here. And then it left out bits and pieces of it. Then you bring it back around to where Yeshua, for y'all would know as Jesus, even though that's not his name, it's Yeshua HaMashiach. He comes into the picture and basically completes what Sophia originally started, creates that connection. It's kind of like Sophia wrote out the contract, right? And Yeshua came and signed the signature and gave the stamp of approval for divine order in regards to the monad, the original source of consciousness, the Most High God is literally on the same thing. So again, first poem, Sophia. Yes, Sophia. She does not arrive with sirens. She does not kick the door in spectacle. Wisdom becomes quieter than that. Quieter than that. Like a lamp lit after the room is empty. Like a river that has never begged to be seen yet outlasted the stone. She speaks in ways the rushing mind almost misses, pauses, restraints, in the holy ache, right? That asks you to listen to her in your first Peter. See, Sophia does not compete with noise. She waits for the soul to become still enough to recognize her. Sophia, baby. First thing. And I want that to settle, really. I really do, because a lot of us are used to loud answers, but divine wisdom, it often comes in quieter clothing, right? Because sometimes wisdom isn't giving you 10 new things to do. I want you to look at it like this, y'all. Sometimes wisdom is what to release, what not to chase, what to stop forcing, what to trust, what to breathe honestly, and what to leave in the Most High God's hand. That's part of the invitation tonight. It's really not about manufacturing peace, but to make room for it. And this is actually a perfect segue, and this kind of goes into the second poem that I want to deliver to y'all this evening, which is simply called The Listening Place. Let's make room for Sophia in the listening place. Because there's a room beneath reaction, beneath the quick opinion, beneath the fear, beneath the self protection that speaks before heart has even fully arrived. There is a listening place, and in that place, truth does not tremble, and it simply stands, not threatened by confusion, not rushed by panic, not diminished by delay. It waits until you stop calling noise guidance. It waits until the breath opens. It was never meant to live from urgency. Then wisdom enters not as a stranger, but as something ancient you had forgotten was already inside the silence. That is that is the listening. As a matter of fact, I want to again let that settle in. So write it back a second time, like always. The listening place. There is a room beneath reaction, beneath the quick opinion, beneath the fear, beneath the self protection that speaks before the heart has even fully arrived. There is a listening place, and in that place, truth does not tremble. It simply stands, not threatened by confusion, not rushed by panic, not pushed by delay. It waits until you stop calling noise guidance. It waits until the breath opens, until the shoulder lowers, until the spirit remembers it was never meant to live with urgency. That's when wisdom enters, not as a stranger, but as something ancient you had forgotten was already inside. The listening place, y'all. The listening place. How are y'all feeling tonight? This after hours edition of Cave Within. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I fell asleep a little bit earlier, and I planned on doing this a little earlier this evening, but we still gonna get it done because this is a very special edition of the after hours of Cave Within. Y'all are getting something very exclusive because I'm doing this for those who can't sleep at night right now, just like I can't currently at the moment. A lot of stuff going on, like writing, family, friend drama. I won't get into all the details, all of those things. So this is very therapeutic for me, just as much as it is for you. So I'm grateful for those who are tuning in live, whether it's just for a few minutes and then they move on, or if they're watching a replay right now on Rumble. I thank you. I really, really do. So I'm not going to waste any time on the cave within because I don't want to keep y'all up all night. And plus, I need to get some sleep myself. I'm going to transition into the deeper ambient portion. I'm gonna transition into the deep ambient portion of the night, and we're gonna dive right into this. And we're going to basically do our meditation for the evening for those who are wondering what that means when we transition into the ambient portion of the night. This is where, of course, we go into less words, more room, more sound, more surrender. And this part is for breathing, prayer, journaling, study, sleep, reflection, or simply just being in the moment. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it here, baby, as we slowly but surely close our eyes, soften our gaze like we always do. Let the ambient sounds and the visuals just carry you through this particular section. You may be in and out of sleep. I want you to imagine just listening to the sound of the rain, a very powerful rainstorm. You hear the water falling from the sky back down to the ground as you inhale through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhaling slowly for about 3 to 5 seconds. I want you to visualize this sound, this rain sound, right? Maybe visualize the rain hitting the window, watching the drops slowly fall from the window sill. That way we can just relieve all stress and begin the process of our inner healing. Again, as we inhale through our nose and as we exhale through our nose or mouth, I want us to just remember that we are safe enough to be still, safe enough to listen, and we are safe enough. deep listening slowly. I'm gonna leave y'all to where y'all can enjoy this ambient sound, this quick little meditation to get you through the after hours, especially if you can't sleep at night. And again, I want to remind y'all are tuned in to the Cave Within, the live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Thank y'all once again for being here on the Cave Within, and we shall be right back. All all right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You're still locked into the cave within as we are deep into our meditation for the evening. Again, I just want to remind you if the sound, if you get distracted or anything, simply return back to the sound, return back to the power of the breath like always. Again, breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose or mouth. And just remember, let the sound hold you, get distracted, come back to the power of the breath. And as always, simply just remind yourself that you do not have to rush revelation. Divine wisdom does not compete with panic. So just let the spirit settle and let the clarity arrive without force. Again, as we just simply breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our nose or mouth. As we wind down our deep ambient frequency block in our meditation for this evening, for this after hours late edition Sunday night soul session, courtesy of the Cave Within. Let's wind down together like we always do with three of our biggest inhales and biggest exhales that we're going to take within this practice. As we gather ourselves, scanning ourselves from the crown of our head to the roots of our feet, from our crown chakra to our root chakra, and our root chakra back up to our crown chakra like an elevator that we're on, I like to call it. Let's inhale through the nose together for about 3 to 5 seconds. Hold our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then we'll exhale slowly through the nose or through the mouth for 3 to 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and repeat that process once more as we inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose or mouth. And again, let's do this one more time just for good measures because you can never be safe. Better to be safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and inhale once more through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And then let's exhale slowly for 3 to 5 seconds through our nose, through our mouth, whichever's more suitable, whichever's more comfortable. And whenever you're ready, like always, let's just simply open our eyes and come out of that softened gaze that you may have been in. And by the way, let me know how you're feeling in the chat for those who are watching live. And for those who are watching the replay, give me a comment. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Of course, I don't care if it's calm, open, grounded, soft or clear, reflective, emotional, present, whatever is coming to your mind after doing this frequency block sound meditation, right? Because whatever is true is welcome here. And I want to ask you one deeper question, real quick, if you don't mind. What does stillness reveal right now that noise has been covering? Let me ask you that again because I really want this to settle and sink in here. What did stillness reveal this evening, this after hours that noise has been covering? I want you to think about that. You don't got to answer it right away. Just let that question sink into your mind, body, and spirit for a little bit. Oh, and before I forget, if this kind of sacred stillness is speaking to you right now, if your spirit is hungry for more spaces like this, there's definitely more places to rest. Here's some good examples. I mean, you got my Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 through 3 pack that's featured with multiple guided meditations and poetry readings that you can take with you on the go. As a matter of fact, the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 1 pack has guided meditations on leadership and letting go of fear. The Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 2 pack, it has my Take Action and Energy Vibration poems. Um, the Nighttime Sanctuary Volume 3 pack that I just released maybe a week or so ago, that has two guided poems, on returning to yourself and your crown, and a guided meditation on inner light and love. Just stuff like that you could take advantage of that is on my Gumroad, that's Gumroad.com e-commerce store. You literally just got to go to gumroad.com, put in the search engine Nighttime Sanctuary Volume Pack, or type my name, Clifton Pope. It will come up there in the store there, so check that out. And also, you can get your audiobook copies of my two latest books that I've released, my poetry book, Infinity Chakras Journey Within, and The Fitness Mirage as well. Both of those books are available in audiobook format on my Gumroad platform as well. You can check those out. And by the way, real quick, Fitness Mirage, you can get your copy of that on Amazon and also paperback and ebook, as well as my Infinity Chakra poetry books. Please, by all means, leave a review. That way, more people can have access to these resources to where they can apply it and they can have wisdom in their favor because the Most High God favors wisdom overall. Remember that, y'all. And also, for those who aren't familiar with what I do, I am an ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, exercise transformation specialist, all of those things. So, if you're interested in my exercise transformation program, whether in person or virtually, you could reach out to me, which would to my personal phone number, 361-765-4760, or you could email me, all lowercase, cpope, C-P-O-P-E dot C-P at gmail.com. We can set up a free consultation, whether again, in person or virtually, put together a customizable plan that will help unlock the hidden secrets to your mind, body, and spirit's full potential. And of course, tune into the HFWB podcast series every single week, releasing new episodes. I've got a couple of new episodes on the way. Spiritual Enlightenment Series, June 2026 installment. That should be releasing in a couple of days. And then I got part two of my interview that I did with Miss Deborah Berkowitz, Miss Ease, Flow, and Soul herself. I know y'all have been looking out for that. So again, subscribe to the HFWB podcast series on Apple, Spotify podcasts, and Rumble, wherever you listen to your podcast. Leave a rating and review so more people can tune in, grasp onto the information and knowledge that is being given. That way it can be applied. That way applied knowledge becomes true power through wisdom. Hi, Sophia. But other than that, yes, if this space helps you to help you fall back asleep or study, breathe, come back to yourself, all of those things, subscribe to the Cave Within Digital Sanctuary, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Your support, in all seriousness, helps me create these soundscapes, these readings, these guided nights, and honestly, it keeps me empowered, uplifted, and inspired to continue to do this because I really do hope and pray, in all seriousness, that it impacts one person at a time, one day at a time, and one step at a time. And also be on the lookout for a new line of products within the Gumroad store that's coming very, very soon. I got a lot in the chamber that's about to get unloaded very, very soon. So please be on the lookout for that. As we close things down, I wanted us to take one more breath in together and one more breath out together. One more inhale, exhale. Let's inhale through the nose for 3 to 5 seconds, inhaling as much calm, cool, and collectiveness within us. And let's exhale through the nose or through the mouth, exhaling as much stress as we possibly can get rid of. And I want you to quietly ask yourself this: what are you grateful for right now? Not what was perfect, not what was easy, just what is true right now. Because honestly, I want gratitude to become the final sound your spirit hears before everything ends as far as this night and as we transition into a brand new week filled with brand new opportunities and allow this to carry you inward. And I want to thank y'all for being here for this special edition After Hours Sunday Night Soul Session. This is The Cave Within. I have been your spiritual guide, Clifton Pope, courtesy of Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business, without a doubt. And again, This was for the restless souls out there. This was for the night dealers and the deep dealers. We did it again, y'all. We did it again. And for those who are tuning in for the very first time, I know this was very condensed and a little bit short, but sometimes it be like that. And this is a special edition. So I hope you can return for more broadcasts courtesy of the Cave Within, because this is your home. This is your space. And this is your vibration to where you can recharge your energy and frequency to basically the balanced fusion of all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Peace and love. Stay holistic, stay united, and may the power of the light carry you through the darkness. But don't be afraid of the darkness, because it's necessary for discovery, transformation, and a rebirth through the light. And everything will be all right, without a doubt, because that same light, that divine light, it's already within you. Yeshua said the kingdom of heaven is within you and all around you. Remember that. Stay open, stay soft, stay listening. Peace and love. Until next time, from the Cave Within. This has been your spiritual guide, Clifton Pope, and I hope you enjoyed the ride. Peace, y'all.